Okay, have and have not fans, I have to say last night's episode again was just amazing. Really do love the fact that I got a lot of feedback on my video last night. If I'm not mistaken, was my first time doing an episode review right after I saw the episode for the first time on Tuesday night. So it was definitely indeed a joy to tweet with you all, just talk about the show in general. And again, I'm just pleased that a lot of people have been commenting on my tweets and videos lately, as well as the Facebook page, because that really does inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. So this particular video, again, I've already done an episode review. This is more of breaking down what we've gotten from the episode itself, the preview. And the thing is, I need to do a breakdown video of the little 30-second teaser we got for the upcoming season. The question is that shot we got, the little teaser trailer we got, is that for just the next episode, or is it for the overall season as a whole? You know, little clips here and there. Based off the teaser trailer, it looks like it's actually a breakdown of future episodes rather than everything that's going down next week. I mean, if everything that went on in that trailer goes on next Tuesday, I don't know what to think, because that means the haves and the have-nots is just gunning out of the gate with great pacing. So with that being said, this particular video has to be the most demanded video out of all the tweets and comments I've gotten over the past, not even the past 24 hours, I'd say about 20 hours, but still. It has to do with the conversation that Mama Rose and Jim Cryer have at the dinner table. Again, it looks like that may either be at the hotel that Jim's staying at, or I would wager that it's at the restaurant that Mama Rose kept asking Jim to show up at during season 2. But again, I would definitely suggest, and again, please subscribe to the channel, because I have discussed this in probably 2 or 3 different videos already, going over my predictions of a gang war on the horizon. I believe YouTube has it where there's a little icon in the top right hand corner of this video. If you click on it, I actually have a few links to several videos I've done where, you know, did Mitch and Warlock have bad blood in the past? Jim is Screwed part 3. Well, actually part 2 and 3, you want to watch those. Part 2 I go into detail about, you know, has Jim run out of luck with the Malones, and part 3 was of course the gang war speculation. And then also the video said a gang war is on the horizon, so I predicted this months ago. So please watch those videos if you haven't done so already, because I go into more detail on my thoughts about what's about to happen. So I will say this much: this video won't be terribly long, because we only got so much of the conversation, and it looks like that was based off a teaser of maybe next week, where Mama Rose and Jim are sitting down. And again, Mama Rose is on the war path, and it's about to go down, y'all. I mean, because I was actually going to do a separate video on Mama Rose, but I think you know what, I'm just going to include it in this one. So I guess you could call the theme of this video not just the conversation that Jim and Mama Rose have, but my thoughts on the new Mama Rose as well. She showed up not even for 5 solid minutes in the episode. I don't even think she was in the episode for like 3.5, and I already love her. Like, seriously, when we saw the teaser maybe about a month ago about, of course, the new episodes coming up, when we got the clip, everybody was going, wait, that's not the old Mama Rose we know of. What happened to the old one? I'm one of those people, like, I prefer it if you stay with the same actors and actresses, because of, you know, continuity. But at the same time, I understand some people aren't available. Maybe they you know, went to do another show, whatever the case may be. And I wasn't skeptical. It was more like, I'm pretty sure Tyler doesn't put people in certain roles on the show unless he felt they can capture the role. And honestly, this Mama Rose, she mean business. Like, for real, she rolled up in that hospital. Everybody was going, damn, like Smokey and Craig on Friday. And I seen that in the tweets. It was like, damn. I mean, literally, she called out Mitch's name. He turned around. Well, next thing you know, you got Mama Rose there and like her entire crew. Because honestly, the way she was kind of hunched over and the way she said Mitch, it reminded me of the Penguin from the Batman show. And I mean, again, I ain't calling Mama Rose a penguin because I don't want the Malones coming after me. But just the way she carries herself, you know, kind of a shorter character, but somebody who has a crew that rolls with her because she demands respect. And like, put some respect on that name, Malones. Put some respect on it. So when she found out that Mitch got shot at, it was on. So, and again, I mean, that's why I love doing these videos, because the way I'm talking in this video, I'm talking to you all just like if we were in the same room, like, hey man, you watched the episode last night, because I'm still hype off it. And the fact that Benny pretty much spilled the beans, and I'm glad that happened, because if you look at it, remember in the last episode that was the finale of the last season, Benny was pretty much beating around the bush the entire season when it came to telling Hannah what was going on in regards to, you know, the Quincy situation, if I'm not mistaken. And then Mitch was the one to just straight up tell Hannah what was going on, because Benny wasn't doing it. The same thing happens now when Benny was telling Mama Rose what was going on, and Mitch is like, don't do it. And he's like, you know what, I don't even care anymore, man. That does beg the question, if Mama Rose goes after Warlock, will Benny owe her a favor? But I don't think that's the case, because really it's because that's her grandson. And I know, you know, the fact she's like, I don't care if any man, woman, or child gets in your way, do what you got to do, and, you know, to get Warlock. That does seem a bit extreme. Okay, now I'm going to put it this way. If you look aside from the fact that she's a mob boss, what parent or grandparent wouldn't do that for their child or grandchild? Like, literally, if, you know, all my grandparents, you know, they gone on now, you know, hopefully looking down for me, smiling from heaven. If you have somebody like that in your life who will, like, not even care what happens, if somebody messes with their child, they're dead. Well, I mean, maybe not to that extreme, you know, I don't know if we got family members like that, but pretty much, put it this way, if you mess with my family, if you mess with my child, there is hell to pay. Put it that way. And Mama Rose, she is one hell of a grandmother, I'll tell you that much. A little extreme, but she cares about her boy, that's all I'm saying. And as Mitch said, you know, he didn't want his brother to tell Mama Rose so he doesn't go this far, because it makes sense. He's a Malone, but he knows what that family is capable of, hence why he's like, he's not interested in that lifestyle. That's why he wanted a honest living when it came to just simply, you know, running the tow company with Benny. Now, again, it really does come down to the fact, I don't think Benny's going to owe her a favor, but at the same time, you know, it's just like Mitch knows that if the Malones got involved, things would not turn out well. So they rolled out of that hospital. She got on the phone and pretty much said, you know, and again, I had to have, I believe my mom, and then some great have and have not fans who pointed out to me, is like, hey, did you hear the part when she said this about DA? I'm like, thank you, because I missed that part. And it was about, you know, Jennifer's body and what she's going to do with that. And damn, maybe I should do a video about Jennifer's body. I don't know, because again, somebody sent me a picture of the clip from the episode where it looks like, you know, I even made a joke on Twitter where it's like, damn, they just laid out Jennifer's body like a frozen Thanksgiving turkey on the counter to let it defrost, because she was just sitting in the plastic. Somebody tore me up when they said she wrapped it like a burrito. I lost it. And then there's a note that says Jennifer Salison, and it says criers, and I think there's another word, but it was kind of blurred out. So it looks like that note was on, you know, her body. I don't think Mama Rose put it on there on purpose in terms of Jennifer Salison crier, because remember that David ordered for that to happen. And that you know what, okay, this video is 8 minutes long. I hate to do this, but maybe I should. Do you want me to do a part? You know, never mind. I don't know if I should keep on going, but pretty much from this conversation, we got the situation where Mama Rose found out about what happened to Mitch. She goes to the hospital with her crew, finds out about Warlock from Benny, gets on the phone to tell him dump Jennifer's body in Warlock's trunk, and then pretty much it's like destroy his turf, if you will, you know, go out there, shoot everything up, and then dump the body on Warlock so he goes away for it. I don't know if Warlock is going to get killed or if he's going to jail for good this time, you know, with Jennifer's body in his trunk. And if that's the case, you know, he really is screwed, because remember, Mitch put the drugs in his he put the drugs in a spare tire. Yeah, he put the tire with the drugs inside of Warlock's trunk. That's why he got pulled over by the Malone cops and got arrested. This time, Mama Rose wants to plant Jennifer's body inside of his trunk to either get him, you know, put away, or, you know, he's going to be killed in the crossfire. The fact that Jim is actually on the phone with Warlock, you know, at the restaurant with Mama Rose, and he's like, hey, you shot at the wrong person, it's a Malone. He's like, man, I don't care. That lets me know right there, Warlock is either going to die this season, he's going to be put in jail, and again, there's going to be that gang war, because there's even a scene in that teaser trailer where we see like a shootout in what looks like a warehouse or something like that. And damn, I mean, I couldn't tell who got shot, because it was kind of, it wasn't blurry, but there was kind of like a distance between the camera and, you know, the person who got shot down. So it looks like a black guy. So that was probably one of Warlock's crew members versus the Malones, because again, the Malones are going to roll up on that territory. So that lets me know Warlock and his crew are going to, you know, pulling out their guns, and it's going to be a shootout in Savannah. It's about to go down, y'all. Now, the big question is, when Mama Rose said, you better find him before I do, does that mean that, you know, the ties between the Malones and Jim are going to be severed, just like the ties between Warlock and Candace were severed last season after he found out that she lied to him about the amount of money she extorted from Jim? Because again, I've been saying this in videos and blogs for a while now, that if you look at the cycle of the haves and the have-nots, what usually happens to one character happens to another. Be it that, you know, Warlock and his crew were kind of like Candace's hired muscles, but once she crossed them, you know, it was like the big bad wolf turned around on her. Now you look at the situation Jim is in, where he's like telling Mama Rose not to do this because, you know, this state, well, this part of the state knows to respect the Malone name. But again, it sounds like, you know, Jim is trying to save face for himself, but at the same time, that's her grandson. So, you know, that's almost like the straw that broke the camel's back with her. I think the reason that Jim is kind of, you know, shaking in his boots about this is because Mama Rose might tell Jim about what he plans to do with Jennifer's body. Because remember, and again, I want to sum it up quickly. Catherine shot Jennifer at the Crier estate. David called up the Malones. The Malones came to clean up the house. What they did with the body, and remember, follow me on this one. The plan was to dump off Jennifer's body back at her house or apartment or wherever she lived at. I believe they said there were about 3 convicts that Jennifer Salison, you know, put away for a while ago, but they all got out. I don't know if it was like parole or whatever the case may be. One of them was going to get a job at a cleaner's, you know, got out of jail, whatever. So they're trying to get back on track by getting an everyday job. That cleaning or dry cleaning services was a Malone front. So basically the Malones ran it. What they would have done was had this person deliver some of Jennifer's laundry back over to her apartment or house. The plan was when that person went over there, they were going to, you know, pretty much commit arson, set the house on fire. That way, with Jennifer's body on the inside of the house, it would have made it seem like the guy who delivered the laundry was the one to commit the arson, and he was going to be put away pretty much for life. So that was pretty much the plan to get, you know, Catherine off the hook. The problem is, I'm pretty sure that if things work out the way Mama Rose does it, you know, where they take the body and dump it in Warlock's trunk, things ain't going to turn out too hot, because, you know, Jim's name is on, you know, Jim's name is on this in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if Mama Rose finds out that Jim was the one to get Warlock out of jail. There are so many unforeseen factors that would connect Jim to this, or his resistance to get Warlock, you know, will get Mama Rose to, you know, do this plan because of her grandson. I feel that if Jim steps between Mama Rose and her grandson, she's probably going to like, screw this, we're going to do this now, I don't care what happens to Jim Crier. That could be the situation in terms of what happens with Jennifer's body being in Warlock's trunk. He gets put away, and then again, the Crier name is on that piece of paper that's wrapped around her body in that plastic. So I don't know how things are going to turn out with that. There are just so many ways this can go down, but I just enjoy talking about it. So pretty much that's my 2 cents on the conversation Mama Rose and Jim will have in what seems to be the next episode, or if in the next couple episodes. The question is, you know, is it going down at that restaurant that Jim was talking about? Or will Mama Rose have been inviting Jim over for a while now? How will Jim get out of this mess? You know, will Warlock take the threat seriously, which I doubt it. You know, Warlock is on a, you know, a high right now. Like, man, ain't nobody going to touch me. And usually that kind of attitude leads to somebody's demise. So with that being said, I'm going to bring this video to, again, this video went longer than I expected because I was going to start breaking stuff down in multiple videos. But the more I thought about it while I was talking, while recording this, the more I figured everything just fit together piece by piece. So I urge you, if you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, please, because I do not want you to miss out whenever I upload videos, because again, Tuesday is coming faster than expected. That's why I'm doing this video right now, to keep the hype train going. I want this conversation going in the comment section below. I got a link to my Have and Have Not Facebook page in the description below. Go over there, like that page. The conversation never ends, y'all. I'm telling you, with the memes, the videos, the discussion. Then of course follow me on Twitter. So as long as I'm able to watch, you know, the haves and have nots on Tuesday night, I would love to tweet with you all, get your thoughts. So again, please like, comment, and share this video. Get the word out. I want this channel to get to at least 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month if possible. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next video.